But the real issue is that you're in this terrible limbo where you're too big to comfortably live in the trees, but still way too small to survive the death zone that is ground level. So you start taking more risks. You venture down to the ground more often, but you're paranoid as hell about it. Every trip down is a calculated mission. You scan the area for like 10 minutes before you even consider descending. You memorize where the nearest climbable tree is. You plan your escape route. You're basically a tiny scaly Navy SEAL on a recon mission. And slowly, carefully, you start hunting bigger prey. No more just insects and geckos. You're going after rats, small birds, maybe even a young chicken if you can find one near a village. One day, you spot a rabbit. An actual rabbit. Your lizard brain lights up like a Christmas tree. That's real food right there. That's a meal that'll last you days. You stalk it, slowly, patiently. Your body stays low to the ground, using every bit of cover you can find. The rabbit's munching on some grass, completely oblivious. You get closer, closer. Your muscles coil like a spring, and you launch! Your jaws clamp down on the rabbit before it even knows what hit it. The struggle lasts maybe 5 seconds before it's over. Holy shit, you did it! You actually did it! You drag your prize back towards the trees, constantly looking over your shoulder, because you know if an adult spots you with this, they'll take it, and probably take you too, just for good measure. But you make it. You're up in your tree with an actual substantial meal, and for the first time since you've hatched, you feel like maybe, just maybe, you're gonna make it through this. You're getting stronger, faster, smarter, but you're still not safe. Not yet. Fast forward another year or two, and something incredible happens. You wake up one morning, stretch out on your branch, and realize you're about 5 feet long now, maybe closer to 6. And then it hits you. You're big enough. After 4 goddamn years of living in the trees like some kind of scaly Tarzan, you're finally big enough that adult Komodos won't immediately see you as a happy meal. You're not quite adult-sized yet, but you're getting there. You're in that sweet spot where you're too much effort to bother with. So you climb down the tree with some swagger, all the way down, and you just stand there, on the ground, the death zone. Except now, it's not so deadly anymore. Holy shit, this is freedom! You take a few steps, then a few more. No sprinting back to the tree, no paranoid scanning every 2 seconds. You're just walking, like a normal lizard. It feels absolutely surreal. For the first time in your life, you can actually explore. And let me tell you, there's a lot of food down here. You spot a wild pig in the distance. A whole-ass pig. Before, you would have never even considered it. But now you're thinking, maybe. You're not quite ready to take on a full-grown pig, but a young one? Yeah, you could do that. You start stalking it, moving low and slow, using the brush for cover. The pig doesn't even see you coming. You strike fast, clamping down on its neck. It squeals and thrashes, but you've got it. You hold on, your powerful jaws doing what they were designed to do, and after a minute of struggle, it's over. You've just killed a pig. A whole pig. Not a gecko, not a rat, a pig. You drag your kill to a shaded spot and feast. This is what you were built for. This is what you've been waiting for. You're not a scared little hatchling anymore. You're becoming an apex predator. And honestly, it feels pretty damn good. So a couple of years pass, and happy birthday! You're 8 years old, and more importantly, you're a full-grown man now, about 8 feet long and 150 pounds of pure muscle, scales, and bad attitude. You're an apex predator, the top of the food chain. Nothing on this island messes with you anymore. You've claimed your territory. You patrol it daily, scent marking it to let other Komodos know this is your spot. You've got access to the best hunting grounds, the best water sources, and honestly, life is pretty good. You're taking down deer, water buffalo, and pretty much anything else that's stupid enough to wander into your domain. Your bite is devastating, not just because of your teeth, but because your saliva is loaded with bacteria that causes deadly infections. You bite something once, track it for a few days while it slowly dies from sepsis, and then you enjoy your meal. Efficient? Absolutely. Metal as hell? You bet. But then mating season rolls around, and you pick up a scent. A female. And not just any female, this one's big. Probably bigger than you, actually. But hey, you're feeling confident. You're an apex predator. You got this. You follow the scent trail until you find her basking near the riverbank. All right, time to turn on the charm. You approach slowly, doing that little head-bobbing thing that Komodos do. Very suave, very smooth. She looks at you, and then she lunges. Wait, what? She's coming at you with her jaws open, hissing like a demon. Apparently, she's not interested. Or maybe this is how Komodo courtship works and you're supposed to fight first? You don't really know. You never got the talk. You try to dodge, but she's fast. She's got a solid bite on your shoulder, and you're like, ow, okay. You manage to wrestle free and back off, bleeding from the wound. She goes back to basking like nothing happened. Cool. That went well. You try again a few hours later. More head bobbing, more smooth moves. This time she doesn't immediately attack you, which you're taking as a win. You carefully approach, and after what feels like hours of the most stressful courtship ritual ever, she finally tolerates your presence. Success! You're going to be a father! Except you're never going to meet your kids. They'll hatch in about 8 months, immediately run for the trees, and if you ever do run into them, you'll most definitely eat them alive. But hey, that's not your problem. You've got territory to patrol and food to hunt. Years pass. You're getting older. Maybe 20 years old now. Maybe older. Who knows? You're still big, still dangerous, but you're slowing down. That shoulder wound from the mating incident never quite healed right. You've got scars all over from territory fights, and your reflexes aren't what they used to be. One day, you're tracking a deer. You've bitten it, infected it, and now you're just waiting for it to die so you can eat. Standard procedure. But you're not the only one who smells blood. Another male Komodo shows up. Younger, bigger, stronger, and he wants your deer. You square up. You're not about to let some punk take your meal. The fight breaks out, biting, clawing, wrestling in the dirt. But this time, something's different. You're tired. Your movements are slower. That old shoulder injury is screaming. He gets you good, a deep bite to your leg. You try to fight back, but you can't match his strength anymore. You retreat, limping badly, leaving your kill behind. You find a spot in the shade to rest. The wound is bad. Like, god damn, this is really bad. And you're not healing like you used to. Days blur into weeks and you slowly slip out of consciousness. You don't get up. This is how most Komodos go. Not in some epic battle. Just old, injured, and alone. The island doesn't care. It never did. Well, life as a Komodo dragon is pretty messed up. But trust me, there's another animal out there that has it way worse. Check out the video and see for yourself.